Hi. Hello. I don't know if tonight's actually gonna be community night. I'm gonna leave it up to the members, but to be honest with you guys, I did a lot of recording today. I am very tired. Though I did have a very, very, yummy dinner. How are you guys? How's your week been? Hello, Rylan. Hello, Silver. Hello, Fantasy Weirdo. I'm gonna be honest, if we do community night tonight, it feels weird not having Fadewill around. If you guys don't know, Fadewill has stepped back from being a mod for a little bit. So I don't know if we do community night if Fadewill will join in, but it would be the first Stardew night that, he's not here. Pour out a little shot of Dr. Pepper for him. Yeah, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper tonight because I was like, I need some source of sugar to keep me going. Oh no. I mean, I hope he's okay. I genuinely hope that Fadewill is okay. I think he's going to be okay. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know very many details. I don't really want to know details. I don't feel like that is something that is owed to me to know, but I just hope the best for Fadewill. And I look forward to him coming back whenever he can, you know? It is literally the policy of this channel of like, if there is something in your life where life is more worth living over, you know, watching a silly little anime girl on the internet, I will always encourage you to choose life. I will always encourage you to have experiences and work on yourself instead of watching my streams. If that is something you feel the need to do, I will never be mad about anyone not watching my streams. Best of luck on his future endeavors for real! Yeah. What have you guys been up to? What did you guys do this week? Do you guys have any silly projects you're working on? We will miss you, Fade. Muffled, I'm not dead. We will severely miss you. Muffled sigh, but / serious. Hope he's well and life gets well soon. True, yes. I do know that he's probably still consuming Twig content, but he's stepped away from like interacting for a bit. School started this Thursday, so I am tired. Oh! Is school back in season? That's crazy! Yeah, most of the time when I don't visit streamers, it's just life. Yeah, I completely understand that. Like, life happens, you know? Plus, if you guys think about it, Fadewill had been super active in the community for, what, like, almost 3 years? It's crazy. For New York City at school, oh my god, school's back in. Summer's over! Summer is over! How could we do this, man? How could this happen to us? I'm acting like I have to go back to school. I'm acting like I'm the one who has to go back into a classroom. Yeah, I haven't been so active recently because marching band, so much rehearsal. Okay, so I've actually been thinking about something. I've been thinking about, because I am also in a situation where I'm having to do a lot off of stream these days. Normally, like, in the past week, I've basically woken up at 4 to 6 in the morning and worked until 11 p.m. Even on my, like, off-stream days. So I am thinking about maybe dialing back streams for a little bit, because, I have a lot to record and a lot to produce right now. OMG. Look! Okay, yeah, I have a lot of rehearsals and a lot of things to record. And a lot of, like, I have mocap commissions right now as well, so if you guys are also busy, I feel not as obligated to stream, because if everyone's busy, right, and there's less streams, then you won't get Twig burnout either, and you won't see Twig being burnt out. You'll just be like, oh wow. Oh wow, Twig. You're so cool and snazzy for that. That being said, I will still probably... if anything, I would just scale back on the Friday streams. Like, I probably wouldn't do a weekly Friday stream. I feel like all of the other streams are essential, because the Monday nights are my, like, regular time slots, so we can't do anything with Monday night. Like, that is Twig time. I've established that as Twig time, and I don't want it to change. And so, the other stream is on Wednesday night, and that's Twitch, and I don't want to give up Twitch. And then I have a show that's currently keeping my sleep schedule active, and my sleep schedule in a place where I do not simply pull all-nighters, because I have a show that I'm obligated to do in the morning. It's a great way of keeping yourself accountable for your sleep schedule. Just make something that obligates you to be up at a certain time every week, and you'll force yourself to meet that sleep schedule. Hello, Cass! Hi! I don't know if I'm actually gonna play Stardew today. This was probably the worst year for me for personal reasons. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Today is like a triple whammy of being busy for me. Oh no, Zero. It's okay. I was also busy today. I feel like you guys are also busy today. I think community night is not community night. I feel like, well, we'll probably still do movie night after, but I feel like tonight the vibes are just like talking chat stream. Is that the global VTubing sensation Zero ENVT? Oh my god, is it? I can't believe it. The man, the myth, the legend. I did manage to get some what the fuck? Hi, Spacey!
Twig buff Twig buff.
Random ass Spacey, hello? Hello? Oh wait, did any of you guys see the Twitch stream? Were any of you guys on this week's Twitch stream? It's okay if not. The VOD is up, but I do want to show you guys the drawings I did. Because I was like, I don't know what I want to draw. I don't know what I want to do this Twitch stream. And so I put out a tweet last Wednesday that was like, send me your VTuber model and I will make a silly little doodle of it. And now I want to show off my doodles because my doodles are silly. Also, oh my god, Twigtopians, I have made a community post about this. And I've asked in the Discord, but I do also want to ask on stream. If you're watching the VOD, please comment your opinion on this because this is very important. I have been considering making an investment in a Polaroid printer where I would be able to make physical checkies and then decorate them and then sell them and then ship it to you. For $5 plus shipping. This is one of the very affordable merch items that I could potentially offer, but it is quite a startup investment, so I don't know if you guys would actually be interested in checkies. They're very much an idle thing. I may be at work, don't mind me. I am also sending you a DM, then running back to finish my shift. Okay, that's okay. Can I have you print out and sign my doodles? You know what? Maybe. I'll consider it. Okay. We need an image slideshow to show you all what checkies are. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know what checkies are an idle thing. They're also a Visual Kei thing. They are these Polaroids where you have the Polaroid of the idol and then the idol like decorates it and like signs it and stuff. Alright, gonna go duty call. Sorry for not being able to stay longer, but thanks for always putting in so much work on everything. No, seriously, don't feel bad. Yeah, I do this shit because I like it. I'm here because I like being here, okay? I work so hard because it is genuinely what I want to do. I would not work as hard as I do if I did not want to be working as hard as I do, so I appreciate the thankfulness, but also I am me. I hope you have a good day though. But yeah, I can consider printing doodles. The only thing is I don't keep the doodles. So Zero, I actually don't have your doodles anymore. I lurk on mute. I got in trouble for watching streams. Lamau, rejoin when I'm done! Spacey! Spacey, don't watch the Twig VT broadcasts on at work hours. I have all of them saved except one. I lost it. No! That's so sad. But yeah, if you guys are interested in checkies, please let me know, because if there is enough interest, then I do have to make this startup investment of, yes, I must, get a printer and, you know, the packaging for the things. But look at all my doodles that I did! Oh my god, is that the Rollin? The Rollin? I'm gonna put it next to the cat. My doodles are beautiful. My doodles are amazing. I need to do more doodles. I will say, I am working on... So, okay. Twig upcoming events. Let's just do this. I have the birthday concert. And I don't know how many of you guys saw the scouting for that, but it is a 3-day event, the birthday concert. So that is going to be quite a thing because there's like 50 VTubers in it. I don't know why I did this to myself, but it's okay! It's okay! It's a 3D concert, it's okay. And then, so I have that, but oh, this month Twig has a performance. Yeah, so, the 20th of this month. Is it September? It is September. The 20th of September, I will be in Nostalgia Fun Fair. I will also be in an idol showcase towards, I believe, October or November. I don't actually know when it comes out, but I need to record for it soon. And then I'm still doing daily shorts. In fact, I recorded shorts today, and I have clips for a video for later this week as well, like a long form one, because oh my god, my tracking fucking hates me. And then I have like 4 covers to record. One of which needs to be recorded very soon. So I have a lot. Yay, it being 3 days, so more Twig time. I can't watch stream during school hours anymore. Sad. Yeah. I mean, it's during the weekend though. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday at like 7 p.m. So like normal Twig times. Normal Twig times, except for, you know, the 7 in the morning broadcast, which I'm disappointed in you, Rollin, for not waking up with me and having breakfast with me so we can talk about idols. You guys better come to the next broadcast. I know I'm not normally like, please come to my live streams, but this one especially is really, really special to me because Sunny's gonna be on this week's episode of Idol Talk. This week is gonna be Sunny Saurus. And Sunny Saurus is so cool. She is such a cool person. Every time I talk to her, she tells me something new, and I'm like, ah. And we're gonna talk about the Australian Idol community because shit's booming over there. That's insane. My sleep schedule is fucked, only maintained by school class. Yeah, well now I'm gonna maintain it with your school classes. Gonna start taking attendance of Rollin. No, not actually. Please do get your sleep. Please do get your sleep, and if you have homework to do and things like that because you are in school, always do your homework over Twig. Like, don't watch Twig instead of doing your homework. I do not need to be the reason you use ChatGPT to write your essay. Also, don't write essays with ChatGPT. That physically makes you dumber. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that that was a thing? There's been like a study recently. What's the study? What is the study? AI lose brain cells. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Time Magazine! ChatGPT's impact on our brains according to an MIT study. So it's a MIT study. It's crazy. Pretend to not know. That's crazy. I would never- Good. Twig does not endorse AI in the slightest. I know I might not have talked about things, like issues on my channel before, but I hate AI. I hate AI so much. Never do anything regarding me and AI. That includes, like, character AI bots. If you see them, please ask that person to take that down. If you do AI art of me, I hate you. Actually. We're not friends. Anyways. ChatGPT may be eroding critical thinking skills according to a new MIT study. Does ChatGPT harm critical thinking abilities? A new study from researchers at MIT's Media Lab has returned some concerning results. The study divided 54 subjects, 18 to 39-year-olds, so if you are out of school, this also applies to you, from the Boston area into 3 groups, and asked them to write several SAT essays using OpenAI's ChatGPT, Google's search engine, and nothing at all. Respectively, researchers used an EEG to record the writer's brain activity across 32 regions and found that of the 3 groups, ChatGPT users had the lowest brain engagement and consistently underperformed at neutral linguistic and behavioral levels. imagine underperforming at linguistic and behavioral levels. That's insane. One time a classmate used ChatGPT to write a one-page essay that was easy as shit, and the ELA teacher caught them and forced everyone to handwrite everything. You know, that's how I used to do it in school. Like, we were... Back in my day, my English teacher would have us write essays by hand during the class period, hand them over, and then the teacher would like put them on the projector and then grade them in front of everyone. I am a unique brand of fucked up because of this. Oh no, anyway, the math homework shit to GPT so I can sleep early. No! Over the course of several months, ChatGPT users got lazier with each subsequent essay, often resorting to copy and paste by the end of the essay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I feel like, though, I don't know. Like, AI is such a thing where it, like, engineers your brain to just slopify itself. So you do become lazy. It's crazy because, like, have you ever seen, like, AI content on YouTube? That shit is the most brain-dead shit, but it'll have you drooling, like, staring at it if you are not, like... Why do you think boomers like AI so much, right? They don't need to think. They don't need to spend the energy to think. So it's like, it's Cocomelon, but it's for adults, adult men who don't want to speak to their girlfriends and wives. That's a whole nother thing, like men who have girlfriends getting engaged to AIs, like AI bots, like asking ChatGPT to marry them. It's insane. It's insane, bro. I keep getting AI ads. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, because there's tons of like AI apps right now that are like, ooh, sexed with an AI. Fucking roleplay with this sexy AI lady. Like, bro, I'm just trying to eat my food, man. I'm just trying to watch my YouTube video. The paper suggests that the usage of large language models could actually harm learning, especially for younger users. The paper has not yet been peer-reviewed, and its sample size is relatively small, but its paper's main author, Natalia, sorry if I pronounced this wrong, Natalia Kosmina, felt it was important to release the findings to elevate concerns as this society increasingly relies upon large language models for immediate convenience. Long-term brain development may be sacrificed in the process. So yes, AI is literally making you dumber. And by the extent of that, exposing you to a whole slew of vulnerabilities. Because you are physically dumber, you're thinking less. Critical thinking skills have already been out of the window. We are in, like, the lowest point in media literacy ever to ever exist. And so, The amount of times I've heard of people asking simple trivia to the damn hallucinating robots. Here's the thing, AI generally isn't even correct either. That's what pisses me off about it. Like, if you're literally just Google, except, oh wait, no, Google has put AI in the fucking thing now, so now you can't even Google things without the first result being AI. God damn it. What kind of technological hellscape are we in? I've hosted an art competition and someone attempted to use AI in it, unfortunately. I've heard about recent, like, anime conventions and, like, fandom conventions, artist alleys, having a really big trouble with, like, AI quote-unquote artists. AI merchandisers is what I'm gonna call them. They're the people who take prints from AI-generated, websites and claim that it's theirs. Have you guys ever seen like an AI generated drawing time lapse? Those things are so funny to me. They're so funny to me because if you know anything about art, they literally just don't make sense. Like, why are you, like, flipping the opacity, like, 40,000 times and then completely redoing your line art to make it completely different from the actual image that you were doing? And then why are you, like, coloring things and then redoing your line art? Like, haven't seen, and I consider myself blessed for it. I've seen a few because of artists who have gotten exposed for selling AI at conventions. That's one of the things. Got a macro AI somehow, for real. My mouse with macros is kind of dying. What macros do you have on your mouse? Could you have Twitch macros? If you were elevated to Twitch mod? Would you and Cairo want Twitch macros? I feel like YouTube stream macros would not be something that would exist. Like, on the streamer end, you can barely do macros. Do you guys want to know what I can do with my YouTube integrations on my Stream Deck? Which I actually do use my Stream Deck still. Thank you guys for funding that. But I can press the add button. I just pressed the add button. It said you got an ad. I can open YouTube Creator Studio. I can see how many people are watching the live stream. And that's about it. I can set up shoutouts, but I haven't done that yet. I still need to do that. I need to catalog all of my friends. You know the problem with trying to set up shoutouts on YouTube is like, it can't just be a exclamation point shout out this person and then it grabs the link. You manually have to know every person you want to shout out in advance so that you can set up a macro to shout those people out. And then when you have that macro to shout people out, it's like, wow, I really don't feel right cataloging all of my friends. I feel like I'm gonna miss someone, and then the moment someone like enters my live stream and I don't have a macro for it, it's like, what? Is it just me, or is Twig looking less spherical? Would you like me to look more spherical? Would you like me to spherify myself? I can spherify myself. Give me a second. Ooh, oh, whoa. Aha! There we go. Is this what you wanted, Ball Shaver? I left for 3 minutes, what? I don't know, man, the flow of conversation! I can record or craft anything that can be typed or moused. What? That's crazy. It's okay, we know you forget about us sometimes! No, it wouldn't be you guys that are getting shout out. It would be my, like, actual friends. Like, my streamer friends. Like, imagine... Oh shit, Goomy joins the live stream, and then I have a Goomy shout out. Like, I need that. But also... Ooh! Sorry, I got a DM. Okay, cool. Sorry. I got a couple of DMs and I wanted to remember to respond to a thing. You aren't gonna shout me out. Oh my god. Oh my god, everyone. Ball Shaver 69. Ball Shaver 69, the best clipper ever. No, I will shout out Cass. Cass is an amazing clipper. Also shout out to someone else. I forgot which one of you did the breeding clip. But thank you for that. Really, really great first impression that some people had of me. The breeding clip. Snowy! Snowy, thank you. I knew it was an S, but I didn't know if it was silver or snowy. I'm so sorry. Gee, Twig is horrible. She never shouted me out. What a terrible person. Oh my god, Fantasy Weirdo. Have you ever heard of Fantasy Weirdo? The best fucking chatter on this channel. You know what? One of these days, I'm just gonna make you guys the streamer. I'm gonna make you guys the streamer, and then I'm gonna, like, sit down and I'm gonna chat. I'm gonna make a chat for myself. You guys are gonna be TTS. I'll fucking make a PNG tuber. It's been too long since I made a clip. I mean, you've been busy. You're a mod of Twigtopia at this point, bro. Like, you're here like a lot more than you used to be now that you're a mod, which I appreciate because having a mod in chat does help. It helps for stinky scenarios. It really does. Man, I am so glad I'm out of Minecraft. I loved doing Minecraft. I loved being on the server with everyone. But the thing about streaming Minecraft is you get some of the most interesting chatters. The most oh wait, oh shit, oh I didn't forget to do the ad setup today. But is the token authorized? Do I need to reauthorize my token? Oh my goodness, I needed to reauthorize my token. I'm so sorry, Roland. It works now. Have to be here to see the sillies. That is true. Very silly things in store. I feel bad. Do you guys prefer the concert uploads over the clips? Because I can go back to doing clips. I don't know which you actually prefer as the content. Because I do like uploading the concert clips so that you guys have the access to watching them. Because sometimes those VODs don't stay up. So I like having a record of the things that I submitted. But I feel like clips is more accurate to the things that I do. If I make a clip channel, it may be called Ball Clipper. Hey yo, make sure to like and subscribe to Ball Clipper, the best fucking VTuber clips around. Yeah, you heard me, Ball Clipper. Rollin, I need you to teach me how to do a New York accent. That name requires a New York accent. Hey yo, you gotta like and subscribe to Ball Clipper. Absolutely not. Ball Clipper. When was the last time I clipped some? Not everyone. Not everyone right now being like, maybe I should do clips. I mean, if you do enough clips like me, like Cass, right? You'll end up like Cass. And you'll end up on your favorite VTuber's stream. Not always. Not always. Not all VTubers do this, but some VTubers do feature certain clippers on their channel. Cass is featured on my channel. If you ever want to go watch Cass's clips of like vintage Twig, some of those clips are before I had my mic. That's some of those clips are like at least 2 years old. No, maybe just getting to 2 years old. But even so, like, some of those clips, it's crazy. Crunchy clips, yeah. If you want to see the old crunchy Twig days, Cass has got them all. It's actually really cool. Sometimes I'll go to Cass's channel and I'll be like, whoa, Cass has evolved so much, man. Cass is editing style and like editing prowess has actually gotten much better like over time. It's cool to see like how doing more has caused them to learn things. I find it cool because that's like my philosophy in learning things. Like I sit down and I'm like, okay, I can read a manual like 40 times, but I won't actually learn how to do something unless I just start doing projects. And I just release those projects because I think it's cool. I think it's cool to see that character development. Like you guys haven't really seen much of my dance journey, but I have improved in dance since getting trackers. I don't know how many of you guys have noticed that. I've also improved significantly in singing. Oh my god, if you compare my current singing to like fucking Machi no Dolphin, my current singing is kind of crazy comparatively. The fact I just logged off Genshin for the day and came to stream right after. Thank you for having me as your entertainment source this evening. I greatly appreciate it. That is not even rhetorical. I just genuinely appreciate being an entertainment source. Man, I just yap. Sometimes when I'm in these streams, I feel like it's just a FaceTime with you guys. Like headset mic quality? Yes. Yes, it is very bad. It is actually extremely bad. You guys know I do still have that mic. And I do still have that model. I could do a throwback stream where it is the quality of the old streams, but it is the modern Twig doing the old streams. I don't know, I feel like old Twig though, like her humor is so witty. Sometimes I watch old cast clips and I'm like, how the fuck did I come up with that on the fly? I feel like these days I wouldn't have that level of commentary. I do say out of pocket shit sometimes, but not even remotely to the point of like, yeah. The unused mic break tag on the Discord is benched. Yeah, cause every time I laughed, you guys didn't know what my laugh sounded like. Because my mic would clip. None of you knew. Gotta go, I'll be back if you're still on. It's okay. Sometimes? What do you mean? I only say out-of-pocket shit occasionally. I don't always say out-of-pocket shit. Sometimes I just have a thought, and that thought is silly. And so that thought gets forwarded to my brain. Other times, the thought is not silly. And so I don't say all of the out-of-pocket shit that I could be saying, but the alternate timeline where we never heard the scream last. I don't know, I kind of prefer that timeline because I actually really don't like my laugh. I find it annoying. I find my laugh to be obnoxious, though most of my like voice is obnoxious, but I feel like small things like that irk me a little bit. Because I can still hear, like, speech impediment, like stutter in things like that. Like, I still hear me struggling to speak nowadays. It's less than it used to be, but yeah. I feel like my laugh doesn't really match my personality, though. I'm a very normal person. We were talking about this on stream. I'm very normal for a VTuber. And then I just have a laugh that makes me sound deranged. Deranged and like a maniac? I don't know how I have not had like a noise complaint or anything of this, especially with the singing. I don't know how I have not been, like, deported from my own country and thrown into jail for noise pollution. Just systematic noise pollution. That is, living near the Twig VT household. And it's so bad! It's so bad because I'm no longer the only streamer here. Like, the people I live with also stream. My family streams now. I live with fucking VTubers. It's insane, man. Everyone is loud. Everyone is loud. How have I not had, like, 20,000 noise complaints that have thrown me into jail? I have no clue. Maybe it's presidential immunity as the president of Twigtopia. They sense I'm a diplomat. They sense I'm a diplomat, and they're like, ah, yes. Calling the police on her would be stinky. It would be so smelly. I feel for my friends in Japan, though. I have a couple of friends in Japan, and they literally can't record, like, covers and music because the walls are so thin, and they will have, their neighbors will call the police on, like, anything. You can step too loud in a Japanese apartment and someone will call the cops on you. Twig canonically spreads VTubing to the people around them. I think I'm the only VTuber, actually. There's some faceless people, but I think I'm the only VTuber. I feel like the people around me are much more normie than I am. But even for VTuber standards, I am normie, so it's like, man, it's contagious. Yeah, becoming an anime girl on the internet is contagious. Well, like, the thing is, people see you having fun on the internet and they're like, oh, I want to do that. Like, I want to chill. I have funny moments. I can stream. And the answer to that is yes, you can indeed stream. As long as you don't stress too much about growing, streaming, like, there are pretty much no downsides to just streaming, right? Like, as long as you are mentally secure enough to not make your numbers your entire personality, like, yeah. They want to be that chill gal. Yeah, exactly. They're like, I want to be on silly little FaceTime with chat as I K. Neighbors in fear of the rambunctious, rancorous rapscallions that are all united in purpose of loud. See, this is also why I can't, like, go to a convention. I was talking to Mel, and Mel was like, nah, Twig, no one would recognize your voice outside of context. And I'm like, you underestimate Twigtopians and how weird my fucking voice is. Granted, when I sing, I can sound like other people. Yes, Aramis and I sound very alike when we're singing. I don't know. I don't know about my speaking voice. I have not met another person who sounds like me speaking voice-wise. I've been- oh my god, back when I started VTubing, I used to get compared a lot, voice-wise, to other people, and I never got it. Like, I have pink hair, so I would get, compared to Mori Calliope very often, but she has, like, very specific cadence, I believe. Or in my opinion, she has very specific cadence, so it's like, I don't think I particularly sound like her. I've gotten compared to Coroni, from Hololive, which I can kind of see that one, but I don't think our voice quality is the same, like the timbre of it. I don't know, I feel like Twig voice is so, like, distinct, you know, especially with the words I choose to use and how my laugh is. Yeah, I probably wouldn't recognize anyone IRL. I suck ass at remembering important details of other people. I don't believe that, Rollin. You've remembered copious things about me that I forgot telling you guys. Same with Cass. Cass is scary. I feel like if Cass came across me, Cass would know me in a heartbeat. I feel like if I went to a convention, it would be very easy to find me. Not go big or go dig. That's my motto. You know what? Male... Yeah, go big or go dig. We should all adapt that philosophy. I remember very minor details, but never anything major. You know, that's fair. Do you guys know the amount of times as a VTuber? Because I've been VTubing since 2023-ish, right? Consistently, at least. Like actually knowing people, 2023-ish. Do you guys know the amount of people that I have known that have, reincarnated, that a familiar voice was not so familiar to me because I had no fucking clue who the fuck they were. Until they told me. It has happened multiple times where I am interacting with this person as if they are, you know, a completely new person. Because that's what they are to me, right? Not knowing that, you know, their soul knows me. And then that soul has to be like, hey, I know you, and it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, you guys. Every time I talk to a VTuber, I shit my pants a little bit. I just want you guys to know that. I've heard your voice replayed enough times, I feel like I could recognize your voice or laugh. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's like one of those things of like, anyone who's regular here, I feel like I am in danger if I'm in the vicinity of. Even just by chance, like, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe you would doubt yourself. Maybe you would, like, come up to me and you would be like, oh my god, you sound just like Twig VTuber, and I would be like, who's that? Is that, like, do you watch VTubers? And then you would doubt everything. You would be like, oh, I was wrong. This is a normie. Oh no. And then I would be sitting there and be like, mwehehehe, I cause social anxiety. Mwehehehe. And then I could talk about it on stream, and then you could be like, oh shit, it was Twig! Oh no, she's such a bitch for doing that to me! And then I'll be like, if I recognize your voice, I'd mind my damn business. Thank you very much. You know, I prefer it that way. If you see me in public, no you didn't. I actually don't have a physical form. I'm actually only ever anime. I've never been anything but an anime girl ever in my life. My bad, vague about it in Discord. The shitting pants lore continues. Yeah. I shitting my pants. I feel like I'm using that way too much though. I feel like I'm saying I'm shitting my pants way too much, and it's like to an embarrassing degree of like, Twig, how much shit is held in that tiny little body? How much a portion of Twig is leg and how much of Twig is shit? You will never know. You will never know the percentage of Twig that is shit because she is simply obligated to talk to people. Maybe I'd vague about it in Discord. Something ominous like Madam President was buying carrots today. And then I would be like, what the fuck? Who was that? Who are you? No, I feel like if anyone would get recognized, it would be Beetle. Though, I don't know, Beetle hasn't been on stream that often recently. Not everyone knows Beetle. But I feel like if anyone did, it would be Beetle. Because, you know, he's shown his tattoos on stream before. So, it would be fairly easy to recognize him if you know his tattoos. But then again, who is memorizing tattoos? If you're doing that, you're a little bit creepy. Just saying. But yeah. I don't know, man. I'm excited for projects that I have coming up. Projects are very silly. I am very tired. I have been waking up nauseated recently. That's been fun. Where I wake up and I just feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's a nice change from feeling like I'm gonna constantly shit my pants, which is great, but you know, different orifice. Man, I was just talking about how I didn't say out-of-pocket shit that often. I need to stop. I need to cease talking about bodily functions and bodily fluids. I have for Gore tattoos. If he doesn't have black and green hair, I'll never make the connection. Okay, Beetle's banned from black and green hair. I see. Did you guys know that Beetle actually did show his face on the Twig Vtuber channel in like the first video that Twig ever posted before being a Vtuber? It's privated now, you can't find it. But Beetle did used to show his face on this channel. It was crazy. I never did, but Beetle did. There's this clip from one of the streams that I cannot show, but he was like getting drunk while we were playing Genshin or something, and he was like pouring his Kool-Aid in his vodka and he almost spilt the vodka. Yeah, Beetle's a character. I did have a hangout with Beetle recently. We went to like an Asian supermarket and we decided to have hot pot, right? And my favorite type of hot pot is mala. I love mala hot pot. Mala hot pot, so good. Just look for short people and you will find the Twig. No, I am 6'3". Thank you for actually diluting them. Actually. Thank you for letting them know wrong information so that they'll see a short person and think it's me. But yeah, I had mala hot pot with Beetle and I actually kind of killed him. Cause we're going in, we're getting our ingredients, we pick up some tofu, we pick up some mushrooms and some spinach and some like other veggies, and we get to the soup base section. Which, you know, it's a small section. It's in the ramen section. It's surrounded by, like, I don't know, all of these, like, instant ramens and instant rices that you can just, like, microwave. And I approach it, and there's, like, only 2 mala hot pot bases. And I don't know either brand. And so I pick one up, and I'm like, it's a good size, not anticipating that it was like double the size that I would need. But I didn't register that until I was home and it was already boiling. And so we had like 4 times spicy hot pot, basically. And because it was mala, that shit wasn't just chili peppers. It was full of Szechuan peppercorns. Have you guys ever had a Szechuan peppercorn? That shit numbs your mouth. That's the mala to the mala. That's what makes it mala. Is the fucking the peppercorn. Because it will physically numb your lips. And so yeah, Beetle had never had mala spice, did not realize it was different. And so his lips were numb, and he was like, Twig, my lips are numb. What have you done to me? And I was like, ah, yeah, that's the mala to the mala, you know, that's the ma to the la. That's what makes it mala. And, it's like, Twig, what the fuck is this? We were all dying, pretty much. And the thing about it is, like, milk would not work. Oh, we also, oh my god, this place also had, it was so funny, you guys. You know, we're in like a weird stage of capitalism where this is like a local Asian grocery store, right? The reason why I'm not saying the name of the store is because it's a local grocery store. And so we're, you know, going around. A lot of these things are like very fresh produce and just straight up ingredients for things. But we see near the that is going to the Twig wiki. Enjoy that. Yeah, but we go to the checkout, right? And this is where normally shops will put all of their impulsive purchases. And the moment we step at the checkout aisle, right? Everything goes from like, you know, very usable dishes and very usable ingredients and just like prepared foods that are actual foods and things like that. We get to the checkout, there's a cooler, and I look at the cooler and I'm like, maybe there's some cool ice cream in here. There was indeed ice cream in the cooler next to the one I looked at. The one I looked at was full of those, you guys ever see those Korean convenience stores with the ice cups? It was full of just the ice cups. And it was the two different types with the packaging. And I was like, how the fuck did they even get that here? Literally the opposite side of the planet. I am on the east coast of the USA. How the fuck are they importing Korean ice to this small fucking grocery store? And so they have the ice things and I'm like, okay, I am not about to buy some ice, right? I have ice at home. Literally, we have McDonald's at home. And so I look up from the cooler and right at face level are like 3 shelves of those drink packets. Like the Korean drink pouches, right? And Beetle sees that and goes, and then sees the ice cups and goes, they have the whole experience. And I was like, no, Beetle, you are not getting influenced right now. But we bought a couple of the drink packets. So I can say that I have tried them. They're ass. Have you ever wanted to sit down and drink ice cream? Because that's what it tastes like. It is that sweet. You guys know those like push pops? Those like really cheap icicles that are like 99% corn syrup? These drinks taste like that, but it's not corn syrup, so it doesn't make my throat hurt. But it still tastes like shit. The only good one was the Black Americano. And even then, it was flavored like vanilla and still too sweet. Like, it was a dessert Americano. It wasn't like something that I would actually drink on like a regular basis. I don't know how much sugar these influencers are ingesting, because they're not just getting these drink packets, right? They're also putting like melona in them, which melona is like a melon flavored ice cream. They're also like putting fucking Yakult and fucking seasoned milk. Not seasoned milk. Sweetened milk. Yes, I love my seasoned milk. I love my strawberry seasoned milk. One of these days, I'm gonna make Cajun milk. Kilk, if you will. But yeah. It's crazy. I will say though, there is such a thing as like Twig sweet versus regular sweet. Like earlier I was drinking Dr. Pepper as a dessert. Most things for me are too sweet. Beetle loved the drinks. But most things for me, I just don't have a lot of sugar in my diet. So I'm not very much of a sweets person. And if I am having sweets, like I want it to be not too sweet. I really like Asian desserts because of it. Though I will say recent years, it depends on the dessert, but like I've found that Korean desserts in particular have gotten sweeter. I think it's because they're getting more mainstream, but I found that like Korean cakes and things like that have gotten sweeter, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. It's okay. Other desserts are still untouched. Daifuku is still a good option. Honestly, anything with adzuki is amazing. I love red bean paste. Red bean paste is my beloved. Red bean is like one of my favorite ice cream flavors, and I wish it was more accessible. I literally have to go to the Asian grocery store if I want to find a red bean ice cream. I've considered like getting an ice cream maker to make red bean desserts. But at home I'll make a lot of like sesame desserts. Sometimes if I want a dessert, I'll just like get a scoop of peanut butter. Yummy. Like a spoon, dip in peanut butter, that is dessert. Sometimes if I feel really special, I'll spoon the peanut butter on a tortilla. Roll it up. That's my dessert. Have Thai made red bean soup. You can freeze it for a pretty bad icicle. I haven't thought about freezing red bean soup for an icicle. I might need to try that. I have had red bean soup. It's really good. I like it. Peanut butter tortilla is actually a vibe. Yeah, if you like it sweeter, you can also add like chocolate chips. Though, when I was younger, I used to have a sweet tooth. Like before I started cooking for myself, I used to have a really big sweet tooth. And so I used to do this thing as a kid where I would take like a piece of bread and put peanut butter on it and then put marshmallow fluff on top of it. Like a fluffernutter, right? But then instead of like eating the sandwich that way, I would make it a toast and I would like take that piece of bread with the peanut butter and marshmallow already on it and put it in the toaster oven, and the marshmallow would like toast up into something akin to like meringue almost, and it was like a textural wonder. A lot of what I eat is like texturally appealing to me, and so yeah, that was one of my favorite like struggle meals for a really long time, is just like a piece of bread with some peanut butter and some marshmallow fluff. Has absolutely no nutritional value, but God, as a child, that along with cinnamon sugar toast, that shit slapped. Nowadays I don't eat much bread. It takes a while for me to get through bed, though recently I was on a little bit of a bread kick. Like for a little bit I was. Cause have you guys ever done the thing where you take like a cup and you punch out of a circle out of like bread, and then you cook eggs in that circle, and you cook it like over easy, and then with the two circles of bread that are no longer in the bread, you toast them and you use those bread pieces as like chips. It's like toast and eggs, but like with extra steps, but also it is a textural wonderland that I love, because the egg egg when cooked in toast is just different. I don't know how to explain it because it has the surface tension of the toast. It changes things. And it also, the toast assists you in being able to flip the egg, right? So it is much easier to get an over easy egg doing this method than just trying to make an over easy egg. It's very good. And then I'll have that like with vegetables on the side. Like I make a avocado, tomato, cucumber salad type thing a lot these days. Though, oh my god, this morning I saw someone on Twitter trying Indian food for the first time. I might go back to eating Indian food next week. I think I'm gonna go back to Indian food. They had mango lassi too. It made me want yogurt so bad, like a yogurt dessert. Man, I have to stay off of food Twitter. Food Twitter is one of the worst influences in the world, man. Oh no! I went on Twitter and now I'm hungry. Oh no! But yeah. Very silly, very slay. I will say the thing about waking up at like 6 in the morning, it means I get tired very easily. But I won't stay on the stream much longer because, again, we have movie night to do. So, I think I will raid someone. And then members, if you are a member and you can be in the Discord, alert to the members, you are able to join movie night, except you have to be movie night tier. You gotta be essential worker. Okay. Do you guys prefer date everything, woowa, or let's see, Silk Song? Silk Song just came out, right? Right? I think it did. Yeah, which one do you prefer? Question mark. I feel like we should raid Silk Song. Especially since one of the people I drew. Oh look, it's the art of the person I drew. Yeah, that's the person we're raiding today. My next stream is on Sunday at 7 in the morning. It's currently 8 p.m. You can compare that to your local time zone. And I will see you guys there. We're gonna talk to Sunny Saurus. I'm super excited. And I am gonna go pee. Idle meeting. Anyways, I will see you movie nighters in the movie night, and then yeah, have a good night everyone. Bye.